review rated product. Now we're going to talk about the brows.
Yes.
We all want to have more full looking brows. We want to have that finished look to the brows, but we also want something that's going to stay. We have 4 different color choices that are available for you. This is up to an 8-hour wear. I have the blonde, that's the color that I use, but I could also use the taupe, and I know taupe is the most popular for you.
Absolutely universal. If you're not sure where you fall, taupe is there. Brunette is as it sounds if you are brunette, and if your hair is very, very dark, almost to a black, dark brown is for you. Again, blonde, simple. If you don't know where you fall, you're always safe with taupe. The beauty of this brow product is it is the volume of a powder, the precision of a pencil. I'll say it again. Okay. The volume of a powder, the precision of a pencil. And watch Dana as she applies this powder. It has a little precision tip applicator, you can see it, and she's feathering it in. And what this powder is doing, unlike a lot of powders, is it's actually adhering to the lashes she already has, the brow she already has, giving the volume, which is again, a youthful appearance, frames the eyes, frames the face. Look at the before and after. It looks like her natural hair. So pencils are great for precision, but normally they can look a little heavy. Powders don't always last. This was the answer. This is a powder that gives the volume, and it gives the stay power, and it gives the flexibility of just adding that volume back to the brows. It takes 2 seconds as she's just feathering it in, filling in right where it needs it, giving lift to the eye. I mean, the way that this frames the eyes, that is lovely. And that took what, 2 seconds?
So it actually adheres to the hair, but then it has that 8-hour wear along with it.
And so people love powders, and this before and after is great. People love powders because they're so natural, but they never wear long. Here was our answer. Proven 8-hour wear on a powder formula. So you can get the volume, you can get a powder that mimics your hair growth. You just feather it in. Look at Carmen applying. So quick and easy. She's just feathering it in. It's adhering to her brows, the hair in her brows that are already there. It's giving the definition. It's giving the volume to her brows. And then when you see the before and after, you can see what kind of difference this is, because you're looking and saying,
is she brunette or dark brown?
She is a brunette.
Brunette,
yes.
Okay.
And so you're looking.
Because there is one shade darker, which is going to be dark brown.
Yes,
if you want
absolutely.
One shade darker.
But you're looking at her apply thinking, well, you know, but she already has perfect brows. Let's look at the before and after when we can, and you can see what you're looking at looks like her natural brows, but it's actually a little bit of help. We could all just use a little bit of help, because as we go through life, obviously, sometimes we get a little fallout, we make it little holes, but the before and after on Carmen really shows the difference between brows that get that little bit of help, and I'm sure we can go back to that.
I was gonna say, and we'll show you Carmen's before and after too, and let you see exactly the effectiveness that she had. And she actually has the brunette. So we have the blonde, we have the taupe, we have brunette, and then we have dark brown. And I think, so you know what, Carmen, just 1 second, just because I wanted everybody to see how gorgeous your brow is. Look at this. Wait until you see from the before to the after. Look at how it just filled in those areas that get a little bit sparse. Maybe it's a little bit more tweezed. Sometimes we over tweeze trying to get a shape into our brow.
Trying to get the shape. And thank goodness for the brow powder, because it gives that illusion of natural hair, because you're feathering powder.
Or you get that gray one you want to cover.
The gray one that you want to get a little.
So you want to tweeze it out? No. Leave it there. Color it up.
Absolutely leave it. And look at this. She's grabbing a precision tip applicator, a powder formula. She's feathering it into her brow. She's giving the volume, the definition, the long wear with that natural look of a powder. And when you look at the before and after, you can see what adding a little bit. Look at this. Don't you notice immediately the eyes when the brows are perfected? It frames the eye, it frames the face. It's more youthful looking when you fill in your brows, and it looks like natural hair because it's a powder formula. But the secret is we found a powder that lasts.
Yes.
So get
and now is she the dark brown or the brunette as well?
She is the brunette as well, yes.
So she is the brunette. So that's that beautiful. Yeah. Here are the different shades that we do have. We have it in blonde. I like, for a very natural brow, because I am pretty blonde, I like using the blonde. Yes. If I want something a little more dramatic, I can go into the taupe. So if that gives you an idea. Taupe is the most popular. We also have the brunette available for you, and then we have it in dark brown. But if you have very, very light brows, I'm just kind of used to, I've always had lighter brows. I always say it's just like my hair. They're blonde on the tips and dark at the roots. Yeah. Even on the brows, the eyelashes, everything, and then the blonde tips, I'm like, seriously.
If you're ever not sure, taupe's always your answer. If you're ever not sure, taupe will follow.
So I always wear mascara, and I never leave home without it. You know, it's just like my business card. But I'll tell you, that's the one that I always want to have with me. But it really does give just a beautiful finish and design. This is our Brow Tech Shaping Powder, and this is going to give you that perfect brow every single time. And now, would Lauren wear the taupe, or would she wear the blonde?
Lauren would wear the blonde or the taupe.
Yeah,
and I think today, do you have the taupe on today, or are we about to put the taupe on you today?
Okay, so this is the taupe that you can see right there, and you'll see how natural it is. It looks really pretty and really beautiful. So it does have a nice natural look all the way around. I know we don't have a ton of time on these. We have it in blonde, taupe, brunette, or the dark brown, but look at how well it just shapes and it finishes off the brow, but yet how much it actually looks like real hair. And sometimes it's one brow versus the other that gets a little bit thinner. This looks just like the real hair.
Yes.
So it gives you that volume of a powder, but it gives you that precision of a pencil because of this special design applicator. But it doesn't end up staining your skin. So if you ever kind of have a little mishap, it comes off.
Because it adheres to the brows and not the skin. And it lasts all day, but when you want to take this off, all you have to do is just wash it off. And you can see even on my hand, I'm gonna feather it on. It's just, which way do I go here? It's just here, and I'm just gonna, so I can get, see how it mimics brush? It's brush strokes. So see, I went for darker, lighter. You can control it, and once it's on, it's on. No movement until I'm ready to wash it off. And that's a brilliant thing to have with your brows, because you don't want to put your brows on and then have them come off halfway through your day or an hour into your day, or even when you're getting ready to go out to dinner. I put them on in the morning. I want them to stay until I take them off.
Now, and look at the difference that a great brow makes.
Yes.
I think that's one of the true finishing products. When you see somebody who has really great brows, you notice it.
Absolutely.
But trust me, that takes a lot of work, and you got to do it, and you want something that's going to stay all day.
The trick with this, and look at this before and after, the trick with this is somebody would say, oh my goodness, you have beautiful brows. They would never think you had powder in them, product in them. They would just think you were naturally blessed with these perfect brows because it's so natural. When you feather in this powder, look at the before and after, how it fills in where she was missing, because brows get sparse, especially as we go through life. And so when you just lightly feather in this powder, it fills in that sparseness, it gives the definition. And here again, we're showing a perfect example of feathering in. So easy. This powder adheres to her brows, and then it creates the definition. And look at
the difference, though.
Yeah, that before and after is in a perfect example. Look at how, so she had a little bit of sparseness at the top, around the ends of her brows, and it fills it in. And again, nobody would say, wow, that's nice powder you're wearing. They'd say, look at your pretty brows, look at the definition. That's what you want from your brow products. So to get the precision from a pencil, but the natural beauty of a powder and that long wear is amazing, right?
It stays on all day long, so up to an 8-hour wear. Remember, this is Smashbox Studios, and when we talk about Smashbox, it's actually a studio where they do all the filming, where they do the looks, but these are looks that have to last all day long, upwards of, 10-hour days. So when they put it on, it needs to stay. They don't want to have to keep coming back in and refinishing. That's what the beauty of these products are. But we think about makeup artists and you think, gosh, you know what though? They're makeup artists. They know how to do this. They know all those little tricks. But with Smashbox Studios, what they want to do is they want to create those products that are going to be just as easy for you to use in your home. So when you get it home, like when you're putting on the foundation, to go like this without a mirror, and then you just grab like that little prism blush, you add that on, then you're done. You put on your mascara, you add your luminizing pieces. So we have some of those complete complexion perfectors, but then we're also having the things that are going to be part of our everyday life. This is one of those everyday life kind of products that we do have for you. We have it for you in the blonde, we have it in the taupe, we have it in the brunette and the dark brown. If you need the blonde, that is going to be the first one to sell out. It'll go very quickly. And then the dark brown is also very limited. So I only let you know because those two are going to be the first ones to sell out. They are on 2 flex payments, $12.50. That FlexPay was just added on into the system, 099-575. Hundreds of you in the ordering process. I want to make sure you're able to get yours. So if you do want that blonde, if you do really relate to that, that's going to be an excellent choice for you. Taupe is going to be the most universal, and then